And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. So do me a favor, hit subscribe, watch, comment, keep the comments coming, and share with your family and friends because the stupidity, it never ends. Now, as I said in a video yesterday, we must continue to fight back against Trump. And someone who's doing just that is Harvard's President Alan Garber. Here's a clip of Harvard's commencement this morning where he got this incredible, inspiring standing ovation from the entire school, not just the American kids, but the international ones as well. Play the clip.
Members of the class of 2025 from down the street, across the country, and around the world. Around the world, just as it should be.
I'll bet $1 that you got goosebumps from that. That's exactly the type of ovation that Donald Trump is looking for. Maybe if he did something, I don't know, compassionate and something sensible, maybe he would. But I'll tell you something else that's happening today. It's a hearing to decide whether to extend a temporary order blocking Trump from revoking Harvard's ability to host international students. Now, in a turn of events, Reuters reported this morning that Trump may be backing off from this plan. Let me show you what it says. In it, it turns around and it says, U.S. signals it may back off immediate revocation in Harvard foreign students case. The article goes on to say, the Trump administration signaled on Thursday it might back away from plans to immediately revoke Harvard University's ability to enroll international students and would instead pursue a lengthier administrative process. According to a court filing, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security sent Harvard a notice of intent on Wednesday to withdraw the school's certification under the Federal Student and Exchange Visitor Program, which allows Harvard to enroll non-U.S. students. Now, meanwhile, yesterday, during a presser, Trump claimed that he wants Harvard to be great again. Play the clip.
Yeah. How will the confrontation with Harvard end? Do you foresee?
I don't know. I don't know. Harvard's got to behave themselves. Harvard is treating our country with great disrespect, and all they're doing is getting in deeper and deeper and deeper. They've got to behave themselves. You know, I'm looking out for the country and for Harvard. I want Harvard to do well. I want Harvard to be great again, probably, because how can it be great? How can it be great?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It is a private institution, the oldest school in this country, where some of the brightest, most influential and important people within your own administration have come from. And all of a sudden now, you know better. You know, the interesting thing that most people don't realize is like these big tech companies, 5 out of the top 5 tech companies, 4 of the 5 of them came from foreign students. The whole thing is insane. Now, like I've said in my video yesterday, Trump, he can out-resource anyone. He's got the full weight of the government behind him. And he made that point very crystal clear during this presser. He's sending a message. Play the clip.
Okay. Well, we're going to see. Look, Harvard has been a disaster. They've taken $5 billion plus. $5 billion. Nobody knew that they were making this cut. If we didn't do this, we would have never found this out, Pam. They're taking $5 billion. And I'd rather see that money go to trade schools. And by the way, they're totally anti-Semitic at Harvard, as you know, and some other colleges too, in all fairness to them. And it's been exposed, very exposed. And I think they're dealing very badly. Every time they fight, They lose another $250 million. Yesterday, we found another $100 million.
Again, it is so infuriating. You know, I talk about this all the time. He doesn't seem to understand that the $5 billion in the grants that he's talking about, it doesn't go to Harvard University. It's not that they're taking the money. They don't need it. They have like a $57 billion endowment. That money goes to cancer research, child cancer research, autism. It goes to Parkinson. It goes to Alzheimer's. It goes to things that benefit you and I. But he didn't give a shit about that. And he's using anti-Semitism as the basis for it. Great. Meanwhile, a reporter asked Trump about French student visas, and his confusion was absolutely outstanding. I mean, if this were any other president, this was Joe Biden, we would be extremely alarmed. In fact, we were extremely alarmed. Play the clip.
When could the administration resume the interviews for foreign students' visa? When do you think your administration could resume these interviews?
On what?
For the foreign student visa. Yesterday there was...
For the French visa?
For the French too, but all the foreign students.
Oh, for the foreign visas? What are you referring? Foreign visas for what? Are you talking about for colleges?
College
Okay, so you're off of Israel. Now you're talking about colleges, right?
Yes, now.
Okay. Well, we're going to see. Look, Harvard has been a disaster.
Again, no idea what he's talking about. Meanwhile, in another moment of delusion, Trump touted his usual, you'll see in 2 weeks. You'll see in 2 weeks when asked if Putin will end the Ukraine war. Play that clip.
Mr. President, on Russia. Mr. President, on Russia.
Mr. President.
On Russia, Mr. President.
Please.
Do you believe the Russians are being disrespectful when they say that your criticisms of Putin are simply an emotional response? And do you still believe that Putin actually wants to end the war?
I can't tell you that, but I'll let you know in about 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, we're going to find out very soon. We're going to find out whether or not he's tapping us along or not. And if he is, we'll respond a little bit differently. But it'll take about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We have Mr. Witkoff is here, who's doing a phenomenal job, is dealing with them very strongly right now. They seem to want to do something, but until the document is signed, I can't tell you. Nobody can. I can say this. I can say this, that I'm very disappointed at what happened a couple of nights now where people were killed in the middle of what you would call a negotiation. I'm very disappointed by that. Very, very disappointed. Yeah, please.
You know, it's so funny. It reminds me, to those of you who are older, like I, there was a movie called with Tom Hanks and Shelley Long, I believe it was, called The Money Pit. Yeah, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. You sound like a fucking parakeet. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. He wants the 2 weeks because he believes that the American people have like a memory for at most under a week. Therefore, you're not even going to remember that he said it. But that's why I'm here. And I'm going to keep bringing this up again and again and again to show you that this entire administration is full of shit. During this presser, right, he was also asked about the big, beautiful bill and Democrats' role in it. Play that clip.
And it's tough enough. They approved that. They allowed that to happen to our country. We don't have one Democrat vote. And if I were a Democrat, I'd be voting for this bill and I'd get elected to any position I want as a Democrat. They're crazy. They're voting for a 65% tax increase. And they're only doing it for hatred. They're not doing it for any reason. They know it's terrible. Terrible politics, in my opinion. But so we have no Democrat votes. That means we have to get almost all Republican votes. And I think we're very close to doing that. I think it'll be very successful. Yeah, please.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, the last clip I want to show you is Trump claiming that the plane, you know, the famous $400 million gift from Qatar, won't cost the United States a penny, won't cost us a thing. And that, in fact, he doesn't even want it because it's too big for him to use personally. Play that bullshit clip.
You can imagine what's happened to that money. I never saw anything like it in my life, but I'm more interested because I picked up $5.1 trillion and, by the way, got a beautiful, big, magnificent free airplane for the United States Air Force, okay? Very proud of that, too. They tried to say, oh, it's Trump's airplane. Oh, yeah, sure. It's too big. Frankly, it's too big, much too big.
When can we expect that to be the Air Force One?
Well, it's here already.
Yeah.
It's in the country. It's being refitted for military standard.
How much will it cost to refit it?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever it is, a hell of a lot less than building a new one. We're waiting too long from Boeing. Boeing has got to get its act together. Yeah.
Sir, on
I mean, holy crap. There's a reason why Air Force One takes so long to actually build. It takes long because it has to be retrofitted with all sorts of technology, all sorts of military equipment in the event that, I don't know, somebody shoots a missile at it. There are flares. I mean, it is really a fortress in the air, and it needs to, because it needs to protect the president. In fact, if Donald wants to just jump onto this 747-8, right, and doesn't want it to be retrofitted properly, he wants that palace in the sky, knock yourself out. Go on it, right? But I hope nobody else goes on it with him, because you open yourself up to real issues, but he doesn't care. He wants that plane, and mark my words, and you heard it here from someone that knows Trump better than anyone, that plane will be his. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.